PDC. He's shown he's a class player, and he's really going to have to show his grit and determination, his concentration to win this game against Stompy.
Okay, your commentary team, John Gwynn and Rod Stubb.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, John. Yes, Rod Harrington, in my view, John, absolutely spot on here, because Webster has got to beat Stompy. If he loses this game, Wales are in severe
42.
danger of being whitewashed with the singles, which would mean the doubles would be totally obsolete, because, well, Barney could beat Webster, and then it would be Stompy
against Spain, mates, that's right. It is perfectly possible, of course, always possible. And I think Webster, the form he's been showing, has everything that it takes to beat Stompy. But it is a different occasion, it's a big occasion. Webster's been in a world final, of course, knows what it's all about. But Stompy is enjoying himself. He said when he'd reached the semis, I've got £6,000. Smile, play with a smile, enjoy yourself. Gets a magical matchstick
40.
maximum.
Netherlands require 44.
44 then, for an 11 dart leg, tops. Double 10.
Games on the first leg.
12 darter.
The Netherlands.
That's some way to start,
Second
John
leg,
Gwynn.
Wales to
Well, it is.
Russia.
If you start with a 12 darter, it gives you every bit of confidence you may already be lacking. Webster, lovely start, 139. Hold your throw, you never know. The main thing is keep going. And I think this is gonna go a long way, Rodney. I really do. They're so evenly matched in my view.
Dave Clark and Rod Harrington were talking, wondering if players are getting tired, and I have to say, on the way down to the commentary box, I bumped into Barry Bates, and he looked really jaded, John. He looked tired, I have to say, and he's got to play another singles and possibly doubles, so he really is going to freshen himself up there.
Yeah, he has reached a UK final, you know, and there's nothing more testing than that. But I recall on that occasion, he wasn't exactly
59.
full of life when it came to the final. But been there, done it, worn the T-shirt, and I rather like these shirts, Rob. I suppose after tonight they become redundant, do they?
100.
Sign them, go for charity, raise a few bob.
This Cohen is made for him personally, the long sleeve version. Webster, got to win this game. They did play in the World Match Play back in July, John, last 16. Stompy beat Webster 13-9, then lost to Barney in the quarters, so previous history on Stompy's side here.
99. Wales requires 70.
99, so 70 for Webster. 20 for Tops to level up at 1-all.
30.
Well, will he be back?
Netherlands
Stompy
require
146.
146.
It may well go the 19 route. It's one way of doing it. 21, so that's 125 scored. Now then, treble 20 will leave the top. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful darts there,
Wales
really.
require 40.
Consider the treble 7 wasn't what he wanted, but he rectified it, didn't he?
Games on the second
that.
leg.
He's under pressure, Mark Webster.
Third leg,
First to 8 lost. It's the
Netherlands
longest
to Rover.
format of this tournament. It's still by no means a very long game, and going 2-3, 4-0 behind is a big ask to come back.
Yeah, stay in touch. Always be on your opponent's shoulders if you can't be ahead. Let him know that you're
100.
always there, ready to pounce should things start to go wrong for him. And that goes for both players, of course.
If we look at the singles, and I think fair to say, John, that this would be the
81.
only match where Wales would either be favourite or joint favourite, a pick-em kind of affair. The other games, the Dutch would be favourite in all the other singles, wouldn't they?
Yes. I think they're favourites going into this match, really, in view of their record over the
121.
tournament as a whole. Both sides have beaten the Aussies, of course. The Welsh in that remarkable semi-final earlier today.
140.
Well, chance here of a break, John, isn't there? He's only 60 behind coming to the hockey. A couple of trebles. Well, he'll do well to get any treble. To pitch one over the top there is very difficult.
60.
It's like getting a free kick up and over the wall and down again, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
95.
95 leaves 125. And Webster. Do with a ton now. That's going to be awkward. He's not going to get a ton. He's not going to hit that treble 20. I bet he doesn't. Told you.
60.
Actually,
Netherlands require
I'm just. But in fairness, it was
125.
always going to be difficult. 125. This is always nice to see. Oh yes, here we go, Rodney. Here we go. Oh, he got the treble 20 earlier, didn't he? To leave tops.
Mark Webster, his last two visits, John, his first two darts have been
Wales
under the
require
treble 20
160.
bend. Maybe a sign of tiredness. That's very good. Can he put one alongside? Well, if he had, he'd have been looking at tops for a sensational
100.
160.
And it's that
Netherlands
kind
require
of moment
20.
that this game is that's gonna turn this game one way or the other. Both players capable of providing it and getting that break.
James
Yes,
on the
holding his
third
throw
leg.
there with
To
the
the
last
Netherlands.
start, 3 legs, all with
Fourth
throw
leg.
somewhere. Webster to throw first, yes.
His singles record is very good, Mark Webster, in this event.
140.
Played 5, won 4, lost only 1. That's to Simon Whitlock this afternoon. Stompy lost all 3 of his singles in the group stage against the Aussies, the Canadians and the Austrians, but did win twice this afternoon against the Spanish boys. So
60.
picked his singles form up a little bit today, Co.
That's a good dart. Room for another, and room for 5 others.
140.
Well, it was really.
Yet to see our first 300 in the match, John. With
Yes. We saw 180 this afternoon from Barney, where they were stacked one above the other. Perfect vertical
80.
arrangement. Really, really great.
That's good.
130.
More than good. Leaves 91. Leaves the 2 darters. Should be 2-2 in, 3-6 darts time. John, plenty of time on his side here. Webster.
Yes, 91.
58.
He won't go the
Wales
bull route
require
here.
91.
He'll probably go the traditional treble 17 and tops. Oh,
James
lovely
on the
darts
fourth
from the
leg.
lad
To Wales.
from North
Fifth
Wales.
leg,
11
Netherlands,
darts. Brilliant,
Frankfurt.
brilliant stuff there. And 2 apiece.
You don't see many legs at this level of professional darts.
96.
One with the loser on 300 and odd when the double's checked out, John. Easy as it comes, that leg.
And that's the reason that happens once or twice more, and you'll find the score will be level, but the averages will be vastly different.
96.
And that's why you get that discrepancy.
Yes, Webster is putting more pressure on Stompy's throw. But he's not cracking, is he?
Oh,
That is cracking,
I think he's a crack. I was going to say. Probably Stompy playing better now than he did this afternoon, Rod.
93.
Webster, I thought, was magnificent in that semi. Even Barry Bates would admit that they carried him through it for the larger part of the match. And Bates rewarded him in the end by finishing it off and making sure they got the victory in that sudden death.
Stompy raising his game, and perhaps because he has to, he was able to play at a lower level this afternoon and still win, and he's pushed himself up because Webster's pressuring.
Netherlands require 91.
So we saw this done a few minutes ago by the other man. Oh, it could go, but a different way here. Ah, yes!
James on the fifth leg. To the Netherlands.
Very good.
Sixth leg.
From
Wales
both
to
players.
Rovers.
3 out of 6,
Denmark.
50% Stompy. 2 out of 4, 50% Webster.
80.
First to 8, 1 point for the singles, 2 for the doubles. So Barney, with his 8-4 win over Barry Bates, has given the Dutch 1 point. Stompy is putting 3 points into that treble bed.
Well, the matchstick man actually sets this game alight with his second 180.
97.
The matchstick has caught fire, John.
Yep. Former tram driver in
100.
Amsterdam. Meticulous timekeeper. They tell me their trams don't run quite as efficiently these days. Since Cole Stompy turned professional darts player.
It's not quite like clockwork for Co, is it? Now this is a visit he'd rather forget. all over the, and look
46.
at that. Well, it's all over the place, and he's going to be punished here, I think, John.
Yes, this is where Webster. Again, he's got that dart underneath. Means it's an awkward pitch now.
140.
Oh, he found it though, didn't he? That was good. Super stuff from the left-hander there, wasn't it?
How did he get it in there?
Well, he did. He did. Don't ask me awkward questions, Rod.
97.
That you know I can't answer.
Wales require 44.
44 isn't that awkward a question. Double top for 3 apiece. And he had the answer, didn't he?
Sixth leg.
Well,
To
both
Wales.
players at the moment are finishing
Seventh
beautifully,
leg,
aren't they? They
Netherlands
really are.
going first.
Turning it on, and this is certainly a better game than the one we saw earlier. 2 fine players, Bates and Barneveld.
60.
But it was a B game, wasn't it, if you see what I mean? Whereas this most certainly is an improvement.
Yeah, there was
It's
that.
reflected in the averages, Rod.
Yeah,
58.
there was that horrible leg when it was won in just under 30 darts, and that missed double-a-thon when they were busting 3 and couldn't hit double 1. But you do get the legs like that. Yeah, and the averages you mentioned, John, both a shade under 100, which is very, very good throwing.
100.
100. Shouted by referee Bruce Spenley. Lives just down the road from here in Billington-on-Tees. Not a million miles away. Big Sunderland fan as well, and I believe they won today. And, I'll have to
100.
whisper this. Newcastle United are Anyway, back to the game of darts. Beautiful,
140.
beautiful combination there from Stompé. Ton 40 gives him the advantage. Every leg so far with throw. I like these kind of games because it
140.
demonstrates to me that both players are on top of their game when each is holding his own throw, and their throws are not seriously being threatened by the other player.
Look at this now. Well, it should come out here for treble 19, which would have left double 12, wouldn't it, John? But tremendous throwing from Stompé.
Making a hole in this, all right. And I don't mean a Hettenley hole, which is just round the corner from here.
86 left for the Welshman.
Oh, that's nothing wrong with that. Well,
167.
18.
Unconventional, John.
requires
Normally the
62.
treble 18 for double 16. Anyway, which way? Hit 6, that's a mistake. That's not, leaves tops. Oh,
Wales
the
on the seventh leg.
Quality of
To
the
the
finishing
Netherlands.
on the outer tram line, rather appropriately.
Horrible game here, especially if you go
Ladies and
Stompé, because he leads
gentlemen,
4-3 and he's halfway to
Wales to
securing a
reverse.
second
Game on.
point for the Dutch. But Webster playing brilliantly as well, John. And I tell you what, the finishing in this game has been of the highest quality.
Yes, small
85.
finishes, but they've been hitting the double first time. Last 5 legs, the double's been hit first start. Very, very high quality stuff in that regard. And overall, you see, 7 out of 12 between them. That's
99.
pretty good going. That really is. 1 or 2 missed doubles earlier in the game. They didn't actually cost the players respectively who missed. And that's why each leg has so
43.
far anyway gone with throw. This one may not the greatest of starts by Webster. Chance for Stompé to strike. Look at that.
14-ton pluses for Coe,
100.
15 for Mark Webster. So very little between the players in any statistic. Stompé has that priceless one-leg advantage. Oh, split the pair, Mark Webster.
Oh,
140.
just short of a length. And but 140 from there gives him a bit of a chance. Interesting, yeah, 302, so he's going the 18 route. Now,
126.
you see, 176 left. Well, he's now, if he'd got the second treble 18, he'd have had 36 more.
134.
40.
Yes, that's right. 99, Webster.
It's an awkward one, 99, isn't it?
Yes.
100's obviously higher
Yes.
checkout, but much easier, isn't it? 3-darter, not a 2-darter, 99.
Wales require 99.
Here we go. Oh, needed the treble 20. Just signs
39.
of 1 or 2
Netherlands
little
requires 76.
weaknesses in his game at a crucial point in it.
He's going to get a dart and a double. It's going to be double top. He hit it before the break. He hasn't hit it after it, and it would have produced a break of throw.
How he would have loved not to have had the break the way he was hitting those doubles. Now it's Webster. Now Webster starts to miss, can't afford to miss this, doesn't! Trent continues, 8 legs played, all gone to the player throwing first. So far, this game showing remarkable quality. Just under 100 Stompy, just under 100 Webster. Stompy's gone just over 100.
Mark Webster has won 4 of his 5 singles games.
60.
3 yesterday against Spain, Scotland and the States. Beat Nicholson today, the Australian. Lost though to Simon Whitlock to damage his 100% singles record, but he's got to win this. If he does win it,
60.
it will at least go to the pairs minimum for Wales. If he loses it, they're in peril.
Well, the year started brilliantly for Webster. He was a semi-finalist in the World Championship.
100.
It's ending quite well as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and that semi-final, which he lost to Phil Taylor, 3rd place playoff, he beat Raymond van Barneveld.
He did indeed.
We'll see him play him after this game.
60.
Actually, if Wales were to win this, I really do believe it could be the making of Mark Webster in the PDC.
100.
We know that he's a class player. You don't win the BDO World Championship without being something special. And he is a winner of that particular world title. And yet we've only seen flashes of that kind of brilliance since he came to the PDC, and I just have a feeling he would grow as a result of winning a title. Somehow we would see more
Netherlands
consistency
require
from a great
119.
By his own admission, he's found it very tough. Stompy. Well, needed the treble for the double, so Webster. Well, one thing we haven't seen so far in this game, John, is a big finish of a ton plus. This will be a good time for Wales to hit one.
Yes, it would indeed, but it's not going to happen. No, all the finishes have been neat and tidy. The 91 we saw from both players, didn't we? I think in successive legs, Rob.
Indeed. Now Webster left himself 36 just before the break, and Stompy went out to deny him a shot at a double. Is it going to be deja vu? Is it going to be double 10? It's
40.
not, and Webster has earned a chance to break through.
36.
Yes, ironically, he was on 36, wasn't he? As you say, hit the ball to leave 30. Never got a shot at it before the break. As Stompy went out, but now he's got the chance, he's got the break, he's got the leg that he really wanted most. All right, Stompy will throw first. Now for the 2nd leg running, that because he's a loser, if you like, the loser of the previous leg starts the throw. But it's a brilliant break that Webster needed. Now if he maintains his throw.
45.
Yeah, interesting that he had that enormous emotional high of breaking throw, and then maybe because he was still buzzing, maybe his mind was wandering, only kicked off with 45.
62.
Only 62 though from Stompy, and just 1 or 2 little cracks beginning to show as the crunch time approacheth.
96.
First to 8. This is a crucial game for Mark Webster. More important, you would have to say, for Wales than it is for the
59.
Dutch. The Dutch have already got that first precious point. Webster wins this game and goes to the pairs, and we saw the sensational climax to the pairs game
100.
between
Wales and Australia. That'll live long in the memory. Wales in sudden death, defeating the Aussies to get to the final.
Looks at it just ain't happening at this particular stage in the game, though. Got to give him credit for that last dart, and he's got that advantage of a ton.
100.
160, 160.
160.
Yeah, scores a level, but Stompy with the huge advantage of having these 3 darts. Raise the eyebrow. Oh, chance for Mark Webster for a double break job.
Yeah, it's a diminished advantage now, isn't it? All the more so as a result of that. And as a result of that, so a big finish for Webster. That is class. That is wonderful. Unbelievable! Barry Bates thinks it is too! Barney's not impressed. What a finish, 160, and Webster 6-4 up now, in control.
136.
That great Welsh anthem is bread of heaven. Webster, John, is using his loaf. 160 finish, 6-4. Should win.
93.
Crumbs, that was a good joke. Oh dear, Rod.
Should win from here though, John, shouldn't he? Should win from here, Webster. I know Stompy's got throw here, but Webster knows that he'll throw, he loses the leg, he should get the job done. 2 breaks to throw successively, priceless.
Yeah, and he can now just comfortably go on with his game, side by side, each of those darts adding up to 180, his first in the match, and following a 160 finish. You know what I mean by being in control, but what a retort. Absolutely fantastic from Stompy.
I do like a good 171, John. We don't see many of them. I think they're brilliant. So if you can, which they don't go often for the treble 19. There's a plonk 3 in one after that. I think it's brilliant. To leave 94, to leave 44, to leave 40, to pull back.
54.
Oh, that would have been a fantastic 6 darts, a 171 followed by a 94 finish, but it wasn't quite to be. Now it's on again for Webster. Just had a double 5 for another big finish. Oh, this is brilliant! Another one that will hit Stompy. Barry Bates is absolutely dancing now with John. He knows, he certainly is. This is quality stuff from a former world champ, and Stompy answering in kind. Brilliant. He won't give up, Rod.
Oh, bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. We do want more, John. More of these brilliant darts from both players. What a match. 160 from Webster, 130 from Webster. Stompy throwing maximums and 171s galore. It's superb stuff.
Yeah, rebounding off each other, aren't they now? Brilliant stuff. You almost wish this game had
100.
much longer to go. Yes, he may be from Denby, but Cumronda is most appropriate.
84.
Oh, Webster, in amongst that flurry of high finishes, has moved to within 1 leg of winning the match and putting Wales level with the Dutch at 1-all. And he's got to come out and play Barney next.
51.
Well, that prospect. Can hardly wait to see that.
That's right, Barney and Webster in this sort of form. Barney wasn't brilliant first game up, but we know he can turn it on. So 170 from Stompy. He's been the master in recent weeks of the big finish, but it's Webster in this match who's produced
42.
2 magnificent big finishes, each as difficult as the other. When you think, Rod, a 130, 2 treble 20s and double 5 is just as difficult as a 160, 2 treble 20s and double top.
128.
This is on 128. It's on now. Double 10. Touche! Coach Stompy hits back with a mammoth finish, a 128. And he's still in the main game, he's still alive. Webster 7-5. Stompy's got to break 3 straight times though, John, to win this match.
Absolutely. That's where that double break of Webster's really does hold him in good stead. Although just at the moment when it looked as though Stompy might be beginning to crack, he's pulled out some quite magnificent shots. None better than that 128. 2 treble 18s, double 10. That's the way we expect James Wade to go, of course, when he goes for the same number as Webster punishes with another 180. Suddenly, these 180s are flowing.
The bar is being raised higher. The standard is absolutely staggering here. The last 3 legs, John, 160 out, 130 out, 128 out. Maximums coming in from Mark Webster. Averages is of 100.
57.
Not a bad match.
Webster, you wouldn't bet against him, would you? The 164, not with what we've seen.
He'd have to finish on the ball, wouldn't
Players
he?
require 164.
So it would be a way to win a match. It's not going to be one with these 3 darts, but he can set it up nicely.
94.
Well,
will he get a shot? Will he get a shot? Nothing would surprise us now
Netherlands
with
require
these
164.
guys throwing like this. No Stumpy. No, it's not going to happen. A wince of pain, and it could be the end of the game
100.
if Webster can get rid of 70,
Players
John.
require 70.
yes, and Barry Bates watching as well. 20 for tops for the match to level up 1-1 with Holland in this
50.
final. No, it doesn't
Netherlands
happen.
require
Pressure still on
64.
for him as well as him and for him.
Much worse watching if you're involved. Double eight for Stumpy. Can't Stumpy. Never mind the matchstick, calling the cucumber. Cool as a cucumber. Look at that, John. Not a flicker of emotion from the Dutchman. Just stroll back to the back of the hockey as if nothing had happened.
100.
And that's amazing, isn't it, when you think? I suppose once you're in the zone, when you're concentrating entirely on your game, you know that the time is not ripe for celebration until the match is
96.
won. And it doesn't matter how many big finishes you hit, you gotta keep going. Keep hoping, keep trying. And Coach Stumpy, after his last game, I remember
84.
he came up the stairs and he's going, I never give in, I never give in, I never give in. He was still talking to himself. He was still on a high as a result of his performance earlier today.
100.
Webster, before that last leg, had 3 chances on his own throw to win the match. One's gone west. He's got 2 left. This is one of them. Beautiful,
137.
beautiful third dart from Webster. He's only thrown 9 darts. He's down to 180. Possibly 2 visits away from winning the match.
Yeah, well, this is where he
100.
doesn't want to hit a 180, of course. He'd best his score, and he's not going to. But 140 would be very, very nice indeed. Now, this dart will be nearer the double than the treble.
140.
Yes, that'll do me, says Mr. Bates. It'll do me. But still scrapping, Stumpy. Rod Webster, 40 for the match.
135.
Well, under normal circumstances,
Wales require 40.
you'd make him a big odds-on favourite to nail this. These are not normal circumstances. Double top,
Gary
he's nailed it!
Jones, second
Webster
singles
levels the match.
to
Barry Bates
Wales.
celebrates. Mark Webster and Coach Stumpy shake hands after a terrific tussle on the stage. It's Wales.